bell. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, you are most welcome, and if you are returning, thank you for coming back. So on today's video, I will be talking about how I passed my Aspirant Prosecutor Exam and interviews on first attempt. Come along. Number one, where to apply. I think this is a very important aspect to take into consideration when you want to join the Aspirant Prosecutor program, because you have to know yourself. If you are applying at big cities, you have to ask yourself this question: was I in the top 10 when I graduated? Or was I in the top 20? If no, then why are you applying in Gauteng? No, I'm kidding. Gauteng is not for top learners, but there are two clusters that you know that competition will be crazy. For instance, Johannesburg cluster, like, it will be madness. What are the odds of you getting into that cluster? You might find out that there are 1,000 graduates who applied and maybe 700 who are writing exams in Johannesburg only. So, or even more. So what are the odds? Especially if maybe they're looking for 10 aspirants. So you have to also check that. And also Pretoria is the same. Durban, if you're in KZN, if you're applying at Durban cluster, you know that competition will be crazy. If you are in Limpopo and you are applying at Polokwane, you know that Polokwane competition will be crazy. If you are applying at Cape Town, you know that competition will be crazy. So you have to be really good and focused and really study hard if you're going to apply at big cities. So I think applying in small clusters, the ones that are not famous or well known, will also increase your chances. Like applying at Valrand, Wynberg, Bellyfield, Muntimulle, like those clusters. I think a lot of people want to be in big cities and they do not apply at those clusters. So if you take a chance and apply at those clusters, you might have a chance. I think now is time to check other clusters and stop holding on to Johannesburg and Pretoria. Okay, so yeah, leave popular clusters alone if you have written the exams more than 3 times and you haven't been called to interviews. After applying, you will now get invited to write the entry exam. Now when you're writing the entry exam, you focus on the guide. Oh my god, I don't know how to stress this. I don't know how to stress this. I can't stress this enough. Focus on the guide and nothing but the guide. Here's why I'm saying this. If you don't focus on the guide, there are some people who will go on to read their criminal law textbooks, the criminal procedure. Like, why are you doing that? You have the guide to guide you. Some sections will not be there and you will be reading things that are not even part of the exams. Also, avoid dwelling into previous question papers. If you are dealing with previous question papers, you will focus on the previous question papers and forget the guide, meaning that you might be studying some things that are not even on the test and you will be wasting your time instead of knowing things that are in the test. So the guide is having 3 parts. The first one is law of evidence, the second part is criminal procedure, and the third part is criminal law. Criminal procedure is having a lot of marks. So it means you have to give it more attention. You have to give it more attention. You have to know those sections by heart like a Bible. For me, I used to study every day because I was unemployed by the time, so I wasn't doing anything. So if you are a candidate attorney or if you are employed, you can just try to make 2 hours for you to study, because you really need to get good marks in order for you to be called to the interviews. Because yes, most people are going to pass the test, but are you going to pass as in pass I got invited to the interviews? So if say another people are writing the exam, are you going to pass to a point that they will call, if they're going to call 30 people to the interview, you will be one of those people? Now that is the reality. Interviews. When you come to interviews, unlike the exam, because with regards to the examination, the whole country will be writing the exam on the same date and the same time. But with regards to interviews, I don't know if with interviews we are being asked the same question, or each and every SPP will be like exercising their discretion. But for the exam, I know that we are writing the same question paper, but with interviews, I am not sure if we are being asked the same questions. So they ask 5 questions, and they are scenario-based questions. So at this point now, they want to assess if you can apply the law to the facts. So you have to think fast, and you have to be prepared, because nothing stops them from asking any criminal law related matter, even though it was not on the guide. Now when it comes to interviews, like, it's only 5 questions and you never know what they are going to ask. So you just have to know your criminal law, your criminal procedure, and I think they also ask 1 question that is not law related, maybe about ethics. So yeah, another thing during the interviews, don't say I don't know or skip questions. Just answer whatever you think is correct as a law graduate. Don't skip questions, don't say I don't know. Just be confident and answer whatever that you are thinking at that time. So yeah, I think that's it from me. If you have any questions, you can comment and then I will answer you. I hope you enjoy the content, and I hope that you get in this time, apply at the least popular clusters, and you will get your chance to be umshushisi. If you like the content, please like, comment and subscribe.